احنا جايين من كل مكان، الصويرة زينة البلدان، نزورو ونرجع فرحان. كالضبيل وللهيل ولا حوض السليح وثوم حيلة، نضربو شوفار هاد الليلة. احنا جايين من كل مكان، الصويرة زينة البلدان، نزورو ونرجع فرحان.
I would like to see this Dvar Torah for the Hatzlacha of the Klal Israel and to Yona. The parashiot of those weeks, if you understand well, they are, most of them, they talk about holiness, Kiddushin to you, Hashem. He asked the Am Israel how much to be holy, and the Torah talk as well about the Chesed, when she talked in Parshat Behar about the Shemitah, and the Torah talk about the Parsha of this week about the Tum'ah, the impurity, that how much we have to avoid the impurity. And of course, the last parasha talk about the Chukotai Terichu. It's how much each Jew, he has the obligation to study Torah, to put an effort on the Torah. So that means, if you understand well, as the Pirkei Avot said, העולם עומד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים. The world stand with the zichut, with the merit of the studying of the Torah, to do good things, chesed, and of course, avodah is the tefillah. And of course, the tefillah represents the holiness and avoid impurity, to be always to feel Hashem. I mean, this is the tefillah. I mean, you should always feel that when you pray, HaKadosh Baruch Hu shiviti Hashem ligditamid, always feeling that Hashem is next to you. And of course, the Chesed is the Parsha of Behar. The Parsha there talk about helping other people, and that whatever Hashem give you, when you go, when you have, Kadosh Baruch Hu will give you the land of Eretz Israel. So all the fruit that the land will give you, it's yours. But when you count the 7 years, the Shemitah, all what Hashem give you, all the fruit don't belong to you, give them to the poor. And then the Torah talk about the Chesed, and of course the Torah talk about Limud HaTorah. That means that Ha'olam Hazeh, it stands with the zichut of those three things: Chesed, Gemilut Chasadim, the Torah, and the Tefillah, prayer. My friend, this is a kind of education that Hashem wants us to give to our children. You have to know something. A lot of people think they demand a lot from their children. But one thing you should know, that before you demand to children to do things, first you have to do them. Educate yourself before you educate the children. And this is why the Haggadah is about, on Pesach, it said, Vigata lebincha. You must tell to your children and teach them. I mean, a lot of people, they think that in school, the children will learn everything. No. The children will learn more in the house. They will learn more from the parents, more than what they will learn in the school. Because the school will never know who will be their friend. We never know who is going to be the teacher, what kind of teacher is going to teach them. One thing is sure, the parent. The parent should give first to the children. And that's why it said, V'igata libincha. The Torah doesn't mention that the Rebbe will teach your child. No. The Torah said, V'shinata libincha, you have to teach your children, and you have to tell the stories of the exit of Egypt to the children, your children. First, the education first starts from the children. This is the Parsha of the week, Emor ve'amarta. Le'azir gdolim al ktanim. The Parsha of the week, Torah talk about Hashem, he said, tell and tell again. And the rabbis and the Gemara ask, why the Torah repeat twice, tell and tell again? The Torah could say just, tell the Kohanim, the children of Aaron, to be pure. Why the Torah said, tell to the children of Aaron and tell them to be pure? Why this repetition? Tell them and tell them. One, if the Torah will say, just tell them, tell to the children of Aaron not to be impure. That's it. Why the Torah said, tell to the children of Aaron and tell them not to be impure? What is kind of repetition? And I think if I will go deeper, I will ask another question. What the Torah said, Bnei Aaron, tell to the children, to the Kohanim, the children of Aaron. We know that those Kohanim are the children of Aaron. So why does the Torah repeat the children of Aaron? These are questions that we have to understand. I would like to tell you something. There was a big tzaddik, the Griz Mibrisk. He was a man, he was a big, besides that he was a big tzaddik, but he was very, 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 each mitzvah that he used to do it nicely, properly, very, very, it's like he was counting, each minute that he was doing this mitzvah, and it was incredible the way he was doing the mitzvah. I mean, it's like somebody who has an appointment to talk to the president or to the king, the way he prepares himself how to talk to the king. So the Griz, Alav Shalom, Mibrisk, he has his own way how to prepare each mitzvah and to do it right. So somebody asked him, why you have to do it right like this? I mean a mitzvah, you do a mitzvah, you do it. Why you have to do it, with all the hidur, with all the beauty? Why? And the Griz, he said, look, there was a man that he won the lottery, and he won $100 million. So he went, he was so happy, he was so excited, he went to collect the money. So of course they give him the big check. $100 million it's not a small money, it's a lot of money. And he received the check, and he put the check in his pocket. And he went from the office, he was so happy, and every time he was touching, the check. He was touching his pocket when he put the check. So there was somebody in his family that he went with him. He told him, hey, uncle, can you tell me, why every time you touch your pocket if the check is there? I mean, who's going to take the check from your pocket? And even if somebody takes the check from your pocket, he cannot do nothing with it because there is your name there. So why every time you touch you put your hand in your pocket, you touch the check? So the winner man, he looked at him, he told him, I was a poor man, and today I am a millionaire. And you know what I have in my pocket? I have $100 million. Can you imagine what it is? $100 million? Every time when I think about the $100 million, I touch it. I mean, it's not something that life you can have. So the Greece Libreski said, when a mitzvah come to me, for me it's not $100 million, because $100 million, one day you will waste them, you will spend them, maybe you will die, you will leave them. But a mitzvah, it's more than $100 million. It's something that Hashem give me. So of course, when a mitzvah comes to my hand, I do it nice, I do it well. You see, this is the kind of the education that we can learn from our tzaddikim. And that's what the Torah said, Emor be'amata. Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, of course, you can tell to the Kohanim to be pure, and to be careful not to be impure. But Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, it's not enough only by telling them once. You have to tell them, repeat them. Sometimes even you have to tell yourself before you tell them. Emor le'atzmecha, first tell to yourself before you tell them. Because a lot of people, there is some exigent. The parents, they are very, very concerned about the children to do things, but they don't do it. That it's not good. So that's why this is the as you know, all those parashiyot, they talk about the way how we should behave, and beside how we should behave, how we should act, and to teach to our children. And this is Emor ve'amarta. The Torah mentioned tell and tell again. Don't stop. But it should be in a way of Emor, in a nice way, not in a hard way. When it comes to education to the children, we should always remember that by being very, very strong and very bad argument to the children, we get nothing from them. The contrary, we may lose them. Emor ve'amata. You have to talk to them nicely and repeat. But before you tell them nicely and repeat, you have to tell yourself first. My friend, I would like just to tell you what Shlomo HaMelech said, Amarot Hashem, Amarot Teorot. The word of Torah that Hashem gives us are pure. Of course they are pure. The question is, what it is the question that the word of Hashem are pure? Of course they are pure. Is there any doubt that the word of Hashem, the Torah of Hashem, is not pure? Of course it's pure. But the answer is, you make it pure. Of course the word of Hashem, Amarot Hashem, Amarot Teorot, of course they are pure. But it's up to you, the way, how you expose the word of Hashem, the way how you teach them, the way how you teach them to yourself before you teach them to others. This is what Shlomo HaMelech, the King Shlomo, he meant. Amarot Hashem, Amarot Teorot. The word of Hashem, they are holy, they are pure. When? Only when you feel them, when you enjoy them, when you are happy to study Torah, when you are happy to do a mitzvah, when you are happy to expose them, to give them, to teach them to others, because you feel them. So you make them Amarot Hashem. You make from those words of Hashem a nice word. Otherwise, if you are a bad person, you don't translate, you don't transmit the Torah as it should be. So, it's like somebody told me, Rabbi David, because this man, he went off the derech, he went off of the way. So I told him, why? Why did that? So he told me, because a rabbi, the way he talked to me, the way he told me why I did this, he did not talk to me nicely. So I thought to myself, I started to doubt about the Torah. You see, unfortunately, this man was good, this boy was good, and suddenly because somebody he didn't teach him, he didn't He didn't give him the right way. He didn't talk to him in the right way. So look what happened. We lose him. And I think, my friend, this is the reason why the Torah mentioned Kohanim b'nei Aaron. Hashem said to Moshe, talk to the Kohanim, the children of Aaron. The question is, we know that the Kohanim are the children of Aaron. Why this repetition? Why the Torah should tell me that Hashem said to Moshe, talk to the Kohanim, the children of Aaron? Of course, the Kohanim, they can be only the children of Aaron. Why is this repetition? But the answer is that it's a message that the Torah wants to teach us. Who was really Aaron? Aaron was Ohev Shalom, Ve'odev Shalom. Aaron HaKohen, his quality was, when he heard that somebody he was not in peace with his friend, he will do everything, to do shalom between them. He will go and talk, and talk, and talk, and talk until then he will go to the other one and talk to him till he do shalom between them. That was Aaron. But this is the beautiful quality of Aaron. How Aaron, he gets to be that way, you know why? Because Aaron, he was honest with himself. Because he was so emet with himself, so he could transmit well things. And if the Kohanim, they were tzaddikim, they were holy people, it's only because Aaron, the father, he give them, he teach them, he was a real father. My friend, I would like to tell you something, and this is very important. If you read the Haggadah of Pesach, in the Haggadah of Pesach, there is something incredible. There in the Haggadah, we talk about all the miracles that Hashem did to the Jews in Egypt. It's fabulous Haggadah. We talk about the Nisim that Hashem did to Am Israel. And suddenly, in the Haggadah, we talk about Esav, that Hashem, he give Eretz Israel to Yaakov, and to Esav, he give him the land of Seir. My question is, what's the connection? In the Haggadah, we talk only about Yaakov Abinu. We talk about Hashem, the liberation of the Jews from Egypt. We talk even about Moshe. We don't talk about Moshe Rabbeinu, because Moshe was the one who did all the work in Egypt, but so that we will not, Chas v'Shalom, have a thought that it was Moshe who led the Jews out from Egypt. So we don't talk about Moshe. We talk only about Hashem. We give glory to Hashem. It's Hashem who did everything. But when we talk about the land of Israel, so we talk that Hashem, he give to Yaakov Abinu. He went to Egypt, and then he with his family, and then Yaakov Abinu died, and the Egyptians started to use the Jews as a slave. And then Hashem he gave to Yaakov Eretz Canaan, and to Esav he gave him Har Seir. The question is, why we talk about Esav here? My friend, what I was thinking? I was thinking that the Haggadah, it's a part of the education. We educate our children to have emunah on Hashem. The beginning of our emunah, the beginning of our faith on Hashem, it's when we were in Egypt. The way Hashem, he liberates the Am Yisrael from Egypt. That is the beginning. So why we talk about Esav? Well, we talk about Esav because Esav, even that Esav is not part of this history of the Yetziat Mitzrayim, but don't forget, Esav, he was the brother of Yaakov. And Yitzhak Avinu, he did not give him enough education. He loved him, he believed him. He gave more education to Yaakov that he was Ishtam Yeshiva, he was a man to study the Torah. But he didn't take care of Esav enough. He loved him, he spoiled him, and he didn't give him enough education. Look, Rivka, she loved Yaakov, and she didn't love Esav, because she knew that Esav was a Rasha, and she knew that Yaakov was a tzaddik. So why Yitzhak didn't do the same? If we do the same, maybe we could save Esav. And that's why the Torah talk about Esav in the Haggadah, because the Haggadah, it's a book of education. V'gata bincha. Tell the story to your children about all the nisim that Hashem did to Am Yisrael. Teach them to believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And teach them, look, don't forget, Yaakov and Esav were brothers. And look what happened to Yaakov. He was a tzaddik, and Esav, he was a rasha. And that means don't forget, it's something that we should not forget, that we could be two brothers. One, it could be religious, and Hasre Khalila, the other one could be out of the way. That could be very, very religious. It's just like Yaakov and Esav. B'igata libincha. You have to teach your children, Chas v'shalom, that they will not come out from them one like Esav. That this is a part of the Haggadah. My friend, I would like just to tell you this, and this is very important, that everyone should know that all the Sidra of Vayikra, it's according to our rabbis, we have to teach to our children all the Sidra of sacrifice. We know that the children, they know things. What we have to teach them, because according to what we teach to our children, they will become one day. And this is, like I remember when I was a baby, all the good things of Emunah that I heard from my father, I cannot forget them. Even that I am now today 66-year-old, things that my father teach me about Hashem, about the tzaddikim, about the Emunah, the Torah, I could not forget it. It's in my mind. I cannot forget it, I cannot forget it. It's something that it will stand in my mind for all my life. And all this Sidra of Vayikra talk about sacrifice. A rabbi said that we have to teach Vayikra to the children. I mean, the children can understand what it is a sacrifice, but just teach them the word sacrifice. That in life there is a sacrifice, and the sacrifice is when you teach them how to believe in Hashem. If you teach them how to believe in Hashem, how to be pure, how to be holy, to repeat them, and tell them stories about Chesed, tell them stories about Limud Torah, stories about rabbis, how they become big tzaddikim, just by telling them this, Ve'ezat Hashem, they will do then sacrifice to fight the Yitzhara to be what they have to be. My friend, there is a Chovot HaLevavot. I was reading a rabbi bring a Chovot HaLevavot that he said that Hashem, he created on Baruch Hashem, he created to the man to imagination, imagination and clarity and wisdom. But something, a lot of times, we can see something that will become, wow, it's incredible, it's spectacular. Just imagine if you see a man flying. I mean, to see a man flying, it's something that you never saw in your life. Adam Itba'el, it's something you, you say, wow, look, what's this? But a baby, a baby, of course, a baby, if if you see, we know something that the children, whatever they see, they're looking. Whatever they see, they're mitpa'el. They think it's fantastic. You take them to see a zoo. They can say, wild animals. They're amazed by what they're looking. But we, as all big people, if we see a lion, or if we see a plane, take off, for us it's nothing because we know that. But if we see something, if we see a man flying, that's something that we never saw in our life. My friend, every time there is change, every time there is new things. Today, I remember 25 years ago, here in France, when I was among the first people who had a telephone, a cellular. And that cellular was, it was a big one. It weighed 1 or 2 kilos. And now today, the cellular of today, it weighs maybe few grams, maybe 100 grams, no more than that, or 150 grams. It's a small one. I mean, it doesn't shock you. But 25 years ago, if somebody will bring a small telephone, it will shock everybody. My friend, today about it, always there is change in life. And what we were shocked, amazed before, today it's nothing. We used to see this now. But for children, no. Children always see new things. But we are used to see things like a car. I mean, somebody that he live in jungle, and for the first time in his life he will see a car, he will be shocked. He never saw this in his life. But once he gets used to it, that's it. He will not say every time that he see a car, wow, no, it's finished. My friend, there is only one thing I want to tell you, and this is, listen to this. Always, it's new. It's when you study Torah. Torah is always, there is always in the Torah something chadash, something new. Every morning in the prayer we say, "Mahaddesh b'tovo b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh b'rishit." Every morning when we wake up, we say, "Thank you Hashem that you renewed the day every day." I mean, every day in the morning we wake up, we see the sun, we see the light. I mean, every morning, but it's the same. It's a new world, but it's the same. I mean, we got used to it. It's the same. But there is only one thing that it's not the same. When you study Torah. When you study Torah, it's chidushim. It's new. It's revive you. And even, look, I learned Psachim a lot of times. And every time I learn Psachim, it's something new. It's like the first time I learn Psachim. Every time, Baruch Hashem, I do Shnei Mikra v'Echat Targum. Every year I read the same parasha, and every year I understand the parasha in another way. On Torah we see always things new, and I think this is the meaning of Emor ve'amarta. When the parasha of this week mentioned twice, tell the Kohanim, the children of Aaron, and tell them again. That means the meaning of this, the children usually they don't like to study. Especially they want only easy things. Always it's hard for them to accept to go to school. So the father, the father, he must give them love of the Torah. That they will see the Torah not something that it's like an obstacle. It's something that has no pleasure. No, it should be in a way that they will love it, and they will see every time they go to the yeshiva, to the school, to the cheder, they will see in the Torah always something new, something that they would be shocked. Wow, ay. באמת, I'm telling you, it's the truth. You cannot imagine how much I am so much happy when I understand something in the Torah. Something, there is a midrash, a fabulous midrash, that it said, "Usfartem lachem ma'ot Shabbat." The midrash of the Parsha of the week, in the Parsha Emor, that we have to count the Omer. And there is something that you have to know. Why we count the Omer? The midrash said that the Jews, they knew that the Jews, when they will leave Egypt, they will receive the Torah. They know that they will receive it. That was the reason why Hashem liberated the Jewish people from Egypt, only to receive the Torah. There was not, just between you and me, if it was not for the Torah, why Hashem would do all those millions of miracles? Why Hashem would do all this? He changed the nature, he changed the Teva, all that. Why? Only that the Bnei Israel will receive the Torah. And as you know, so the Jews, when they saw all what Hashem did for them, they were so happy. So they started to count the days when Hashem is going to give them the Torah. When they left, that's what the Pasuk said, "Usfartem lachem ma'orat Shabbat." When the Bnei Israel, they started, they were so excited to receive the Torah. So they started to count the days. So Hashem told them, the Midrash said, well, because of this, so the generation to come, they will remember that you love the Torah, that you were excited to receive the Torah, so you have to count the days from Pesach to Shavuot. This is what Maran Rabbi Yosef, Alav Shalom, he bring this Midrash, and he give a beautiful thing. He said, the Pasuk said, בהוציאך את העם ממצרים תעבדון את האלוקים על ההר הזה. When you come out from Egypt, תעבדון, you will serve Hashem in this mountain. And תעבדון, there is a nun sofit. The Torah should write only ta'avdu, that means you will serve Hashem. So what that mean nun sofit, ta'avdun, you will serve with a nun. So this nun is extra nun. So nun, it's if you calculate it's 50. That means that Hashem already, he mentioned to Moshe Rabbeinu, before the Jews left Egypt, that the Jewish people, they will be so excited, they will be so happy for all the miracles that they will saw. So they will start to count 50 days, 7 weeks, from the day that they will exit from Egypt till the day of that they will receive the Torah. My friend, you have to know something, that this is the way how to educate children. It's so important that the children, they look at you, they see you counting. Papa, what do you do? Why you count the Omer? Well, we count days. Because you're going to receive the Torah. Because all the Inyan of Yetziat Mitzrayim is to receive the Torah. And the way, how much you show to Hashem, how much you love the Torah, and how much you are waiting to receive the Torah, you will get more Torah. You will get more Chidushim. Yes, my friend. So can you imagine when I count the Sfirat Omer every day, go to shul, and my children they ask me, Papa, we're gonna go. Why have to go to shul? There is Sfirat Omer. Why? What's for Sfirat Omer? Why we count days for Matan Torah? But you have to say this in a way that the baby, the child will understand. You give them already love. So before you give education to your children, give it to yourself first. You know what? The Rav Shach, Alav Shalom, it's a beautiful story. There was a poor man who came to tell him, to ask him tzedakah. He was crying, my wife, she's very ill, and I don't have money to for the doctors. And he was crying. Maran Rav Shach Alav Shalom was so in pain. So he went and he gave him a big amount of money. That man, he went, he was so happy. Then suddenly, the grandchild of the Maran Rav Shach, he came. He said to his grandfather, Papi, did you give to that man something? He said, why ask me this question? Usually, I don't like to ask me what I do with my money. No, Papa, it's very important for me. Please, Papa, Papi, tell me the truth. Did you give him? And how much you give him? So he said, well, I give him X money. So his grandfather, he said, Papa, this man is a thief, he's a liar, his wife, she's well, and he collects money from everybody just to steal money from people, and I feel so sorry, so bad for you that you give the money of the tzedakah of this man that he don't deserve. So Rav Shach Alav Shalom, he smiled and he said to his grandchild, hey, let's dance together. Papa, it's not the time to dance. Papa, it's time to cry for the money that you give to a thief, to a ganav. And Rav Shach, he said, please, we'll talk after. Now let's dance. Let's sing and dance. And they started to sing and dance. So after they stopped, the grandson, he said to his grandfather, Papa, explain me what's all this, what you doing? He said, look, first, I am very happy that you give me this beautiful news that this man that he came, he was crying, that his wife, she's not well, and he needed money for the doctors. First, I'm happy that you told me that she's well. Because I was so in pain since this man went, because he told me that his wife, she's in pain. Now that you give me good news that she's not in pain, that she's well, I'm happy. And I have to tell you something. Min HaShamayim, I did not give him from the envelope of the tzedakah. I give from my own pocket, from my own money, so it's okay. Look, my friend, look at the tzaddikim, how much. This is the kind of education. I mean, how can you give a tzedakah? I mean, just imagine, Maran Rav Shach Alav Shalom, if he would start being angry and cursing that man, what can he teach to his grandchild? What example can he be in the eyes of his grandchild? Tell me. But what he teach him? He teach him his left toe. He has good heart. That now he's happy. That the bad news that he heard that his wife, she was not well. It's only a lie, and she's well. He took the best of the history. He did not take the bad of the history. You know, this is something that each one of us must learn. Each one of us must learn how much to give to the children. My friend, I would like to tell you something. You know, there is a midrash that one day Rabbi Akiva, he was crying in the night. It's an old midrash. And he was talking on his own. And he was talking on his own. It's like he was doing a hesped. It's like he was doing a big hesped. Talking in morning about a big tzaddik that passed away. So the Talmidim, they heard Rabbi Akiva crying and doing a hesped. They entered the Beit HaMidrash and they saw the Beit HaMidrash was empty. There was nobody in the Beit HaMidrash. So they told him, Rebbe, are you doing a hesped? Are you mourning somebody who passed away? So he said, yes, but we see nobody here. The Beit HaMidrash is empty. Maybe you are mourning somebody that passed away that is not here. So can we do some tehillim for him? Can you tell us who's this big tzaddik who passed away? That you're doing a hesped, you're crying for him. He said, so Rabbi Akiva told them, ay, I'm so sad. I was reading about Gehazi, the secretary of Elisha, the prophet, that he was supposed to be a big prophet like Elisha. He's Rebbe. And if Elisha Hanavi will pass away, Gehazi will take over. And Gehazi become a big Rasha. For some money. He stole money from somebody. How? I'm crying for him. I'm crying how he lost his Olam Haba. He lost his all his Torah. He lost a big title that he's supposed to have. All this for money. Stealing money from somebody. So I'm on. I cry. I feel bad. The Talmidim, they started to cry. The children, the students of Rabbi Akiva, they saw how much Rabbi Akiva was in pain about somebody who was supposed to be big tzaddik and he lost. This is the tzaddikim, the way they teach their students not to lose their Gan Eden, not to lose what they earn, if they are what they are, to carry on. Not only to be what they are, but to teach to others. My friend, and I would like to finish with this. There is every generation today, and the Yitzhara of the generation, sometimes people are in love with football, cricket, tennis. Sometimes people are in love with games, money, and in America they like this, in France they like this. In each town, in each country had something symbolic. What the Jewish people, Am Israel, what they have to make them symbolic. In France, there is La Tour Eiffel, l'Arc de Triomphe. In America, there is other things. In Eretz Israel, we have the Kotel. But the Jewish people, what they have, what special have, that it makes out of them a nation different from the others. The Torah. Torah Kedusha. Yes, my friend. The Torah. And the Torah Kedusha, to transmettre the Torah to the children to come. But this transmission, it could it could exist, it could be transmitted well only if the one who transmits the Torah is Emet, is true. I'm sorry to tell you, today with the iPhone, internet, all this, it's not easy to transmit Torah when we have those that we use them in a bad way, not for not for not for nothing, all the adorators screaming, shouting to be careful from this, from those the new electronic machines that we have today. That there was a big rabbi who said something incredible. Can you imagine somebody who live in Lakewood, or somebody who live in Bnei Brak, or somebody who live in Yerushalayim, Eretz Kodesh, and Mea Shearim, that one day will tell him, come and live in Manhattan, come and live in Dizengoff, come and live in the heart of Paris. Impossible. Just imagine somebody religious, very religious, who live in a very religious area. Can you ask him to come to live in a place that there is no Torah? Of course he will tell you no. But unfortunately, he has this instrument in his pocket, that all the bad word in his pocket is in his house. He will not live Mea Shearim, or Bnei Brak, or Lakewood, or Brooklyn, to live in a place that there is no Torah. But he has the place that there is no Torah there in his own house. So this man, he lived in contradiction. This is that's why Emor ve'amata. You cannot tell your children, no, don't look at that, don't do this, and you look at them, you see them. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you this. There's a man that a boy that he came to talk to me. He said, Rabbi, in New York there was a big garden square. There were there 100,000 Jews, a lot of rabbis that they talk about the new the new technological today. How much you have to be careful not to bring this into your home, etc., etc. And my father was there, and he bring from that big event a lot of books, a lot of magazines, and he was very, very, very excited. And 2 weeks later, my father, he came with this iPhone in the house, and my mother, she asked him, but you contradict yourself. 2 weeks ago, you went there to that big event, and all the magazines that they give there, you bring them here. What's this? What was his answer? Don't worry, that will not hurt me. I know how to use it. So his son asked me, Rabbi, I want just to tell you, Rabbi, that today my father, all day watch it. So when millions of histories like that, you cannot teach your children what you don't do it yourself. Before you give the children a good chinuch, first be mechanech yourself. So Be'ez Hashem, I would like to wish you bracha v'etzlacha and b'riut Be'ez Hashem, and I hope that you are enjoying the limud I heard from Rabbi Bitton, that now you are 10 avrichin, and I would like to wish you ברכה והצלחה and בריאות at Hashem. You should be מתעלה בתורה ובשמיים. And I know it's the summer today, and of course it's not easy for you to come from Likud to Manhattan. So, Baruch Hashem, the Torah, it will help you. HaTorah Magina Matzoli. The zechut of the Torah will help you to protect yourself from not to look what you should not look. בעזרת השם, יהיה רצון שנזכה כולנו בעזרת השם להיות קדושים, holy people, טהורים. So בעזרת השם, הקדוש ברוך הוא will help us to avoid all kind of klipa, of kind of tum'ah. Emor, how much today, how much the parents should tell and repeat to the children the danger of the impurity that they may have to meet one day, and they will listen to them, don't worry. The children will listen only if they see that the parents are going themselves in the good derech. But if the parents are lying, are hypocrite, they ask from the children what they don't do, so that is a big problem. And that's why the Torah repeats and repeats. It said, Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu, tell and tell again. And I wish you all the best and bracha v'atzlacha. Amen. Thank you.
نوضوا يا ناس غرتوا على ربيع حي